Have you ever stood in front of a furniture store, looked at a solid wood table, seen the $2,000 price tag, and thought, I could make that? Not as a daydream, as a certainty. That feeling that the wood in front of you isn't worth $2,000, maybe 20, and the rest is just work, patience, and knowing exactly what to do. If you've ever felt that, stay here, because this video was made for you. There's a very specific reason why solid wood furniture costs what it costs in stores. And it's not the wood, it's not the screws, it's not even the labor. It's the knowledge of how to build it. That knowledge has always been kept under lock and key. Inside woodworking guilds, expensive trade schools, closed ateliers, passed from master to apprentice, never truly democratized. A well-built piece of solid wood furniture lasts 100 years. That's not an exaggeration. It's physics. Dense wood, clean joints, proper finish. You pass it down to your kids. The bed you'd sleep in at 90 would still be the one you built today. Meanwhile, what most people buy at big box stores lasts what? 6, 7 years before it starts wobbling, swelling, peeling. The difference between the two isn't magic. It's a plan. And that's exactly where most people get stuck. Because you go on YouTube, find a beautiful video of someone building a rustic table, try to follow along, and somewhere between step 3 and step 4, everything starts falling apart. The measurement doesn't add up. The joint comes out crooked. You spent $60 on lumber, and the result looks nothing like what you pictured. And then that treacherous thought creeps in. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. You are cut out for it. The plan just wasn't good enough. This happens because most free plans floating around online were built to look complete. They have beautiful photos, catchy titles. But the moment you try to follow them, measurements are missing. Steps are skipped. The hard part is just gone. The part nobody explains. Now, if you want to stop wasting weekends hunting for plans that actually work and want access to projects that were physically built and tested before they ever reached you, with exact cut lists, full materials lists, and step-by-step instructions with 0 gaps. There's a link in the comments of this video. It's not a course. It's not an expensive subscription. It's an entire library for less than you'd spend on a dinner out. Check it out if it makes sense for you. But back to what we were talking about. The $20 project that replaces $2,000 worth of store furniture is real. And it's simpler than you think. You know what creates the most perceived value in a piece of wood furniture? Thickness, texture, weight. When someone picks up a solid wood piece and feels the weight in their hands, the brain registers quality in a way that no painted MDF can ever replicate. And you can achieve that with common construction. Lumber. The kind you find at any lumber yard. The secret isn't in rare material. It's in knowing what to do with ordinary material. A simple side table. 4 legs, a top, 2 stretchers. If you have the right measurements, the right angles on your cuts, and the correct assembly sequence, you can build that in a weekend. With a circular saw, a drill, and sandpaper. No professional shop required. No lathe. Nothing you probably don't already have at home or couldn't borrow. What you need is to know exactly what to cut, in what order to assemble, and where you absolutely cannot afford to make a mistake. Because in woodworking, unlike a lot of other things, the mistake happens before. You cut wrong, it's done. There's no Ctrl plus Z. That's why the plan matters so much. That's why the detail matters. That's why a measurement that's off by a 1/16 of an inch on paper becomes a joint that won't close in your shop. When you have a real plan in your hands, with schematics from multiple angles, with the cut list already calculated, with a sequence that actually makes sense, the wood starts turning into furniture almost naturally. You stop guessing. You stop improvising. You start building. And then something changes in you. It's not just the furniture. It's what the furniture represents. It's looking at something inside your home and knowing it came from your hands. That you made it. That it will last. That it has a story. No store sells that. No next-day delivery comes close to that. That's the reason the question in the title of this video exists. Why don't they teach this? Because if everyone knew how to build it, nobody would pay $2,000 for a table. And there are a lot of people who would rather you never find out. The link is in the comments. If you made it this far, it's probably worth a look.